Today's been a long time coming. I finally get to ride in Christine, the 1958 Plymouth Fury that the movie made so popular. Trey Seiter stopped by, and this is his 1958 Plymouth Fury. That's him there waving, and we're now gonna go for a ride.
First time I saw this car was 2013. Yep. And here we go. That's Trey, and this is the Fury.
What's up?
So, how long have you had the car, and how did you get it?
I've had this car since 2007. Bought it out of Long Beach, California. I lived here at the time, but flew there and took a look at it before I bought it. It was basically in pieces. The guy had started the restoration on it, but didn't get too far. And offered him something on it. He took it. I brought it back to Houston, and took about 4.5 years to restore.
Now,
At the end of 2011.
Is there a little bit of a backstory about Jesse James, the famed motorcycle builder, trying to get his hands on it after he might have taken, let's just say, a little bit too long?
Yeah, I actually, when I went and saw the car, the guy that owned the car, he owned quite a few cars, and it was at a body shop right down the street from West Coast Choppers. And so he told me that Jesse James was interested in the car and wanted to buy it, but he kept dragging his feet on it and never brought him a check. And then, of course, I called on it. I was down there in a couple weeks, and I
picked it up.
Yeah, and then Jesse James was upset. He still wanted the car, but it was already sold. So,
Oh my God! It's just such a good ride.
He was going to do the same thing to it that I did.
It's so perfect. It looks just like the movie car.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same as the movie car. There are a couple little subtle differences here and there, but
And you've got the push button transmission too, right?
push button torque light transmission. Yeah, all of that had to be rebuilt. Everything had to be rebuilt.
Yeah, and the interior is flawless. Look at that.
Yeah, the seats were dropped. The seats were completely dry rotted when I picked it up. But yeah,
The headliner's
had to do
perfect.
those. Yeah, redo the headliner.
God.
Every last trim piece in here has been redone. The dash is pulled completely out, clear coated. All the chrome was redone on it. All the stainless was redone on it.
And how long did it take to do all that? Just ballpark.
4.5 years almost.
Yeah. When we saw it over at Outlaw Days, it was perfect. It looks just the same.
Yeah, that was, I guess, what?
2013. I had to look on the Facebook account and find the actual photos.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. But yeah, that was not long.
It runs just like a normal car. Now, we were going to have this really cool 50s music playing, but the video will get stricken down. So we don't want to get it removed or blocked for any reason. A lot of times I don't want to do a copyright infringement. That motor's solid too.
Oh yeah, it's solid. Yeah, it actually, I had to have this motor pulled out of here twice while it was being restored because of overheating issues. I had to have the water jets enlarged on it. Had to have another radiator. Had the radiator record on it. So it was a original 2-core radiator, and I had to have it cord to a 4-core. So
And it is the 3. Whoa! Look at what happened there.
Look at that.
Somebody just tore up the car. Yeah, that's not us right now.
that boat back there.
It's flopping around. It's like a bird. There we go.
Take that book out of there.
Yeah, okay. Let me go ahead and pause the video. And we're back. We had to take down the Stephen King Christine novel that was in the back flapping around, sounded like a bird. And there you have it. So, if you've ever wondered what it was like to ride in the car, if you saw Christine, and we're all freaked out and in love with it. There we go. Damn. Yeah, she's definitely not a slouch. Yeah, we're going. Go for it. I would never think you'd be driving a car like that. Oh, it's just so Hey, this dash, is it brown?
Yeah.
It's brown. This whole time, we thought it was black. It's like a metallic brown. Check out the door panels. Everything's all perfect. Yeah, and with the older cars, they were designed so when you have the windows down, there wouldn't be a bunch of turbulence. It's real nice and calm in here with the windows down.
Yeah.
I guess you can't normally do that here in Texas, but today happens to be like 70 degrees,
Yeah,
65.
I think this is like the nicest day of the year so far.
Yeah, literally not a cloud in the sky. Yeah.
And as always, be sure to hit that like button and be sure to hit the subscribe so you can see all new videos. Please make sure to click on the link to our trusty sponsor, BestedKnucklesAuctions.com and MacHaikDCJ.com. Mac Haik DCJ makes it possible by allowing us to host the Mac Haik 45 Car of the Week, as well as being a gracious sponsor on the Outlaw Dave radio program on 950 KPRC.